Good morning, everyone. I just wanted to shoot a very fast video. This video is going to be talking about what I learned in university by having my degree in university about theater. And I'm just going to point it out because you just need to understand it from a different perspective. So we're looking at a TV screen. And what we have to ask ourselves, what are not we seeing? What aren't we seeing? What's not there today? What's different today that is different than every other day? Every other day, there's something that's there that we don't have today. And why don't we have it today? So the question becomes, when we look at this screen, normally there's all kinds of activity going on the trading desks behind the person sitting there, okay? Normally there's a market moving. Normally there's people bustling about, doing their jobs inside this building. Hurrying about, scurrying about, doing something. Don't know what they do for a living, but they apparently do something because they scurry about behind the screen. There's nobody today scurrying about. Not a soul, not a peep. Normally, there's people that are witnesses to the U.S. stock market. They bring people into the building specifically as tourists or business groups, whatever, university students, all of that stuff come into the building to be a witness for the movement of U.S. business. It's why they do it. It's why I have to fly to Ottawa and to Toronto every year on the real estate board. They need witnesses in the room when they conduct business. So there's no witnesses today. Why aren't there any witnesses today? Why is there only one witness today, somewhere sitting in the building? Why is there nobody scurrying about? And so I just bring this up to you because in my university classes, I was the first business major at the University of Windsor, the very first, to take theater theory, which was an elective course, which I thought was very important because everything in business is about theater. How you sell to somebody is about your theater. How you talk to somebody is about your theater. How they talk back to you is about the theater. It's about how are they positioning? How are their hands? How are they coming across to you? Are they even amicable to what you're talking to them about? And if they're not amicable, how can you change your word structure, your presentation structure to get them to be a little bit more comfortable and a little bit more open and a little bit more amicable to you to possibly be able to get your widget sold to them? It's all theater. Everything. It's about game theory and about theater. That's what business is. But all of a sudden today, we have no theater going on. There's nobody at the theater. Okay? If nobody's at the theater, why is there nobody at the theater? Why is there nobody at the grocery store? Why is there nobody at the department store? Why is there nobody here at all bustling about? What have they been told? How is it that nobody came into work today? This feels eerily like what had happened when the Twin Towers collapsed. There were only a very small handful of people that reported to work that day. And we've never fully understood why. Every day there'd be over 10, 15,000 people in those big tall buildings. That particular day there was only 3,300, if that. Now, yes, some people were able to evacuate the buildings and get out, but there was a smaller percentage of employees that day inside those buildings. Why? And we've never been told why. Never. Okay? All that they've done is they've interviewed people and said, I just didn't feel like going to work that day. Interesting. I didn't feel like going to work that day, so I'm going to stay home. And that's not what we've got in our society now. I don't feel like working today. I'm going to go on strike. So I'm just asking the question, why is there nothing going on? And then somehow, this is another weird thing, the Magnificent Seven stocks are all down today. Every one of them. Now they're down, not down a lot. They're just down today. Nothing going on with them today. Yes, they're in a massive rally up, but all of a sudden, screech, no activity in them whatsoever. Why? Yet the Dow is up 164 points today. Why? It's all of these things that I love about markets, and I just wanted to point them out to you. That's all. It's just weird. There's something going on. There's some transition going on. There's something going on that we're in the middle of some kind of a transition. I believe it's a transition lower, and I believe that we start to recognize that and we start to see the signs of it by the time we get into November, December. I don't think we see it this month, but I believe and point out to you that it's just weird. The only of the Magnificent Seven that's even up is that one right there, Microsoft on the bottom of the screen there, up 84 cents, up to $332, an even number. Yet the government came out and said Microsoft owes us $29.4 billion in back taxes that they were supposed to pay that they never paid. That's how Microsoft became Microsoft. That's why Joe Biden's out there saying rich people need to pay their taxes. And that's why he's saying that right to Bill Gates, who's sitting there laughing, saying, can't believe I was so smart to get out of this stuff before I even had to pay my taxes. Okay? So all of it. And if they're going to start attacking Microsoft's taxes, then why? How long until they start attacking Facebook's taxes? How long until they start attacking NVIDIA's taxes? How long until they start attacking Amazon's taxes? How long until they start attacking? Because we're out of money. We're $34 trillion in debt. The only way to get out of debt is to nationalize our public companies. It's the only way. Maybe that's why there's nobody walking around. There's no trading activity going on any longer. I don't know. It's just interesting. That's all it is. It's just interesting. Because the human mind, when nothing is going on, starts asking the questions, gee, that's weird. Why is that? And a government certainly does not want you asking, why is that? Have a great day.